Suddenly, I'm being asked to call in the ETs.
Sitting over on the patio, rolling a joint, just kind of watching everybody. And like I heard you say, like, open your eyes and look up in the sky. And everybody just suddenly goes, oh, and I looked up out this way and I saw the sky light up. I didn't see the light itself, but I saw the sky light up. And I was just like, well, that was weird. Like, I don't know what they all saw, but like the sky at least definitely lit up.
Did you feel an energy?
Yeah.
What was the energy?
It was really hard for me to place. It was just kind of an unusual energy that I don't think I've really come across in the past. And I just was like, I really don't know what's going on right now.
Do you feel a little different?
I do.
Yeah, you feel a little magical or something.
Yeah.
Vibration, right?
I at least feel like I'm a little bit better ready to go back to the real world and go back to work tomorrow.
I think we've been in a portal. Yeah, no. So who said, look up, open your eyes?
I thought you did.
I don't remember a thing, okay? Just so you know, I remember being asked to call in the ETs. I said, of course, yes. Not ever having called them in, you know. So I said yes. And what actually the backstory is that Saline had come to my house in March of 2021. We did an interview at my house for 420 Spiritual Living. And she came early, so we really chatted. And I had just had a reading with this woman, Kathy Mason, and Kathy had said, Joan, your 14th dimensional being is on your right. You're to merge with this 14th dimensional being, and the way it's going to happen is you're going to need to be in a sacred ceremony with 12 women, and you're going to be in the center, so there'll be 13 of you, and in the sacred ceremony, you'll raise your hands to the sky, and you'll be activated and merging with your 14th dimensional being, and then I will be my complete walk-in self, okay? Full memory of my beingness will come. Now, that was a year and a half ago. Completely forgot about it. This beautiful woman says, Joan, can you call in the ETs? And I said, sure. And at the right time, we came out to the center. And at first, I was going to play a tape of someone else. And it was like, oh, shit, I said, okay. And I said, you agreed to do this. You know, I trust your presence. That's the sort of shit
that you just have to do on your intuition and just what comes to you in the moment.
And the whole process was part of the process I do for calling all angels. You know, that event I like to do where I teach people how to, it's a beautiful event, and receive messages. And somehow I was told, let's just do it the fast way. Let's project ourselves out into the universe and raise our vibrational frequency to match theirs.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Like, I heard you guide the whole thing through, and then like towards the end, right before the light, I heard you say, okay, everyone, open your eyes and look up into the sky. And everyone did, and everyone just went, oh my God.
And the
sky just lit up.
And the energy from the wind. There was a wind gust that came through as well. And I wasn't part of the circle, but I was observing and sending energy with you guys and observing it because I could feel the energy as well. So we observed, and I looked at her, and at one point I said, what are our ladies doing? She said, I don't know, I think they're trying to talk to aliens. I'm like, I love our tribe.
I just called everyone and said, okay, everyone, come out here. We're going to talk to some aliens.
I didn't use that word. Please say what I said. We're going to talk to our star family.
Okay, star family, yes.
Star family, yes. But we were jokingly saying aliens.
But I kept referring you to the higher frequency word.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Would you want to come and talk to people who think you're an alien, or would you rather come and talk to people who say, this is my star family? Because, you know, I think they showered blessings on us last night.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
I feel my DNA's tingling. And the more we're talking about it, the more we're making it real.
Yeah. And, like, I remember part of it, like, when you were calling everyone down out here, like, I had a very distinct thought that was, you don't need to partake in this. Let the others who have less experience partake and be odd. And so, I even said it, I scooted over before I started rolling my joint, and I was like, it's okay, I can sit this one out. I can talk to them on my own. in my time.
I said it though. She and I were talking and observing and sending our energy, but
Well, you were the witness, because you see, the prophecy was 12 women in a circle and me in the center. So the whole thing unconsciously unfolded, because we were exactly 12 women. You guys were outside with the witness to a miracle that actually happened, because you actually, saw it, or you know what I mean? And then you felt the change in energy. Can't stop talking about it because I feel like it was destined. Yeah, that UFO that we saw was actually a cosmic beam of light crossing the sky that slowed down deliberately overhead for long enough for us to witness it. So when I was in Sedona, I went to this big event under the sky, and we were under, I think it was Thunder Mountain. We were under Thunder Mountain, or this huge mountain, and we were all crammed on the deck, and we had a piece of sky, and this is a place they've always called in UFOs, but there were a lot of people, and laughing, whatever, and so the high priestess, they were calling in, doing rituals. I wasn't there. I had always wanted to go to a calling. I've gone to a couple, but I wanted to see if I could, see the ritual so I could do it, and I missed the ritual. But the ETs really never came. There were no UFOs. And so last night I had this feeling of, the fast track. Show me how to connect instantly. Just show me what you want us to do. And that's what happened. It was like, you send your roots down, we stretch, send our antenna up. That antenna is the most important thing. So you see, I could have missed, can you imagine if I had missed that moment? The moral of the story, if I had missed that moment, then we wouldn't have seen the UFO or the ship. I don't even, we wouldn't have seen that beam of light, that cosmic beam of light. We wouldn't be having this discussion today and bonding in such a deep way. And we wouldn't have known, but maybe the magic that was supposed to happen this weekend wouldn't have happened in that way. We would never have known. My soul would have known, though, because the magic that was supposed to be my next step would have been missed. That's why we ride the wave and say yes, because we just don't know. We just never know. When they told me I'm Joan of Angels, sometimes Joan of Archangel, and it's much more fun now. Wow. So my little yellow sticky says, I successfully called in a UFO and it arrived. So I have to wear a little yellow sticky. I went to this event on Saturday wearing actually a badge that said Galactic Federation Ambassador. I just put it on for a hoot. Like I was getting dressed to go to this event, Glowing Goddess Getaway. And I only knew one person, the host of the event. And suddenly it caught my eye, this badge that I had, a little pin that says Galactic Federation Ambassador. So I put it on my shirt. Little did I know I'd become a Galactic Ambassador, a Galactic Federation Ambassador. So I want to share with you tonight, welcome to Miracle Monday, guys. Miracles come in all forms. Miracles are the culmination of dreams, hopes, and wishes, as well as opening up the doors and powers to calling in what you want, creating a life so that what you want finds you. If that makes any sense, you reach out to the world finds you. So I want to welcome you all to Miracle Monday, light codes, activations, DNA shifts, and yes, Joan saw a UFO and all that jazz. So guys, if you're new to me, thank you for being here. I'm just so excited to see you every Monday. We come on live, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we share different tools and techniques on how to step into the miraculous in your life. I've been doing this for years and years and years because it's so important. And now with everything going on in the world, knowing that you can be successful in your life, you can call in miracles, you can shift your vibration, you can shift in the energy, you can actually be ready for anything, guys. You can live the life of your dreams, you can step into who you are, you can feel masterful and confident. So that is what I do. I'm an intuitive soul awakening mentor. And that's for all of you who really want to walk your spiritual path and step into that destiny of yours. That's what we do here on Miracle Monday. So you're all welcome here. Since I know you're all three-dimensional earth beings, let us know where you're from around the planet, so that when we do that, calling all angel energy, and we send vibrational frequencies across the planet, you're going to be included. If you're from Canada, Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, Palm Springs, or the Galactic Federation. All right, so tell us where you're from. And there's a reason for that, guys. So I literally can send out that healing energy up. I did not bring the earth tonight. I don't know why, but we have everything else, I guess, because we connected to the stars. So what did I mean by light codes and activations? I'm going to explain it all to you. So, when someone asks you to do things, one of the things I learned this weekend was to say yes. And I've been continually being pushed to say yes, even if I'm afraid. So I go to this event and I have a friend, Celine, I adore her. She's a new friend, basically. I've never been to an overnight at her house. I haven't had dinner at her house. I haven't even gone out for coffee with her. But we loved each other dearly, and she invited me to come up and do an event. By the way, I've done 2 interviews with Celine. You can find them on the YouTube channel. One was her Bruja Elixir, her new business, and the other was a year and a half ago. So I was going up to this event, and I had no expectations except that I was going to meet new people. And I did put on, sort of flippantly, my little galactic ambassador badge, okay? I didn't take it seriously. And I went up to Joshua Tree, knowing, of course, that there's a lot of UFOs up there, too. And I went to Celine's house. So I'm fine for a few hours, but I don't really talk to people. I don't know people. And I'm sitting around, and I'm, really feeling shy. And I'm thinking, I need to leave. This is too much for me. How could I say yes to sleeping over at a place? I don't even know I came up there not even knowing what her house looked like, which is very out of my comfort zone. So I'm starting to think, I wonder if I can sneak out. I wonder if she'd notice me if I'd leave, or can I sneak out in time to make it home before dark, because it's pitch black where I live here, and I cannot drive down that mountain in blackness of night. So I'm kind of preparing to run away, and this woman comes up to me and said, well, do you want to do readings with me? And we ended up sharing or trading readings. And after that reading, she said, can you call in UFOs? Would you call in UFOs tonight? Now, little did I know that the woman next to me had put on her vision board that in June she was going to see her first UFO. I didn't know that. I also didn't know that the woman next to me had met me 2 years ago on a conference call and had a dream about me in which we were in an elevator together. And when when the elevator door opened and I left, I said, now go and live your best life. Now that is something I would say. So I kind of think that was probably true. And now she's sitting with me in an event. So the medium says, can you call in UFOs? So, I teach that class, Calling All Angels. And all I know is the guide said, yes, you can do that, Joan. You can do that. Say yes. So I said yes. And I had no idea what I was really going to do, guys. All I do know is this is what happened. I went up, and it's rock and roll. So there's a lot of UFO calling protocols that have to do with meditating and sacred music and chanting and toning and all of this stuff. This was not that. Okay, this was not following any protocol. There was rock and roll in the background. People were smoking cannabis in the background. It was sort of a festive atmosphere. And now Joan of Angels is walking in the center, and she's going to be doing UFOs. So I had everyone quiet down. I commanded the space and the presence. And what did I do? I'm going to show it to you now because we're going to do it right now. And those of you who have been with me know exactly what we're going to do because it worked. All right, so take a deep breath in with me. And send your roots all the way down to the center of the earth. Down, 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 down to the center of the earth. And once again, calling all angels, we take a deep breath in and we send our roots down to the center of the earth. And now we send our antenna up to the heavens. So right now, blast up your antenna so it goes all the way up to the heavens. And now we are connected from the roots, center of the earth, all the way up to the heavens. And from this position, this is exactly what we did. From this position, you're going to stretch your antenna. You're going to feel your auric field, your crown consciousness go up 5 feet. And then 10 feet. And then 20 feet. So you're being literally pulled out of your body. 50 feet, 100 feet. Keep being pulled out of your body till you stretch, 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 and you're up to 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet. And so it is. Now, from that place of having your antenna all the way up in the heavens, we can open that portal and allow that celestial energy to come through us and ground us. Now, this is the process that I did the other night. And I said, Mother, Father God, please surround us and protect us for the highest good of all concerned. We ask for the presence of our star family. We ask for the presence of those beings that have been with us since the beginning of time, since have walked this path with us, who even have knowledge of who we are and have come here to help us, assist us in living our purpose. And the next thing I know, I heard a voice that said, open your eyes to me. So I told everyone, open your eyes. Now, honestly, I'm just going to tell you, I was in a place of no thought, except for one thought, which is, God, that's not very long. I wonder what we're going to see. Maybe I shouldn't have said, open your eyes without like peeking open my eyes first, and looking ahead of me. And then I kind of like, no. So I said, open your eyes. We all opened our eyes together. And guys, it was the most profound thing. So Joshua Tree, Landers, Giant Rock is right under it's part of that UFO highway. It's also on the same ley lines as the Egyptian pyramids. And it's over underground waters. And there might even be Egyptian artifacts underneath, is what I heard. So the extraterrestrials are in those mountains there, the tall whites. I just know it because when I was in a plant medicine journey a year ago, a tall white came and visited me about midnight on a full moon, and he came over with another extraterrestrial, and they came over in a saucer ship to visit. So I know that they're up there, and they came from the mountain just like this. And at first it was very fast, like it was a shooting star. When it came to us, like right above here, I don't know, just 1,000 feet. I don't know. But they started to go very slowly. So it was fast, slow down. It was like suspended animation. And I felt tingling all over. And then someone did say there was golden sparkles. And then we all saw it shoot off. So there were exactly 12 people in the circle with me. It was unplanned. This was a grand initiation. It was for me. It was an anchoring in of my connection with my 14th dimensional being, and it had been prophesized a year ago. that there would be 12 women. We didn't count those 12 women. I found out after there were 12 women. Not only did I find out that there was a whole range of witnesses, women who chose to watch the whole UFO event. Because I don't know why, but they were told not to be a part of it. Only 12 were allowed to be in the room with us. So that was quite profound, guys. And by the next day, we were still talking about it. We were still tingling. The energy shifted. And that's when I heard that our DNA was being activated or had been activated. So the presence of the ETs directly overhead, well, kind of, this way overhead. So not quite overhead in front of us, but that energy actually encoded our DNA with more light and with more awareness, not just of the extraterrestrial presence, but of the presence of the other energies. So light codes, when light codes come through us, and they come from the divine, they come from the ETs, they come from the celestial ones, imagine that you're being showered with celestial energies, with sparkly little sparklies, like my crown. And so all those people who were in the circle and who were witnessing experienced that energy. Now, there were several people that heard, oh, extraterrestrials, I don't need to do that. And they left the property, completely left the property. And they were not meant to have that experience. And so, honestly, I'm sharing this because the people who were there, even the people who were not in the circle, but outside as observers, noticed the shift in energy that even lifted was there the next day. It was an activation, DNA for sure. Now we're talking recently, I've been talking a lot about DNA activations. I've been talking about timeline activations. Remember, the energy of activations of ascension is that highest vibrational frequency. So how did we see the UFO? Well, the same processes that I teach, that's what blew me away. All right. I had a few friends that said, well, what is it called? It's Stephen Greer's processes. What was, the codes that you did and you followed that protocol? And I blew people away. I followed no protocol, but the one that I've been teaching for years, that obviously was a good protocol. No one was chanting. No one was meditating or toning. And in fact, I had to deliberately go shut off the rock and roll. And honestly, I'm not sure the consciousness of the observers. How many of them might have been sitting there smoking weed? I don't know. So I can't tell you that this was a consciousness raising event. And that's what's so exciting. It was that by sending our roots down and stretching, bringing our vibrational frequency and our physical spiritual body, so it wasn't our physical body, but our spiritual consciousness and our light body, we stretched our light body up to the same height as the extraterrestrial ship. Thus, we had also raised that vibrational frequency. So I learned an awful lot, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. Number one, those tools that I teach you where we put our roots in the earth and we send that cord and antenna up, this works. This works not just to call in extraterrestrials. It actually was begun because the angels told me that that's the way to connect with them. And think of it this way. The extraterrestrial ships are in another dimension. They're usually not physical, unless they've come out of the interdimension and they're showing themselves to you or us. So we went through some kind of dimensional portal of some kind that allowed them to feel our resonance and then to know exactly where we were and beam down the light. Now, is that cool? What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? All right, so how is everyone feeling? Would you like to feel some of that celestial energy? Would you like to raise your own frequency to feel that kind of powerful vibration going through you, because I think that's what we're going to be called tonight to do. And I am also first going to pull one card, and this is a brand new deck that I got yesterday, so I don't know too much about it except that it's the light worker deck. So what are the light workers? The light workers are those like you and I who carry the light, who know we're here for a reason or a purpose. And so what is our mission was to raise the light frequency. I can tell you that the women who saw the ship had an immediate shift in consciousness, because something that they had only heard about manifested in real time. And they didn't know what to do with that. And one of the women who was told not to be a part of it, and this one wasn't told not to be a part of it. She thought, okay, I just need to go out and have a cigarette first. So she was nervous and went outside to have the cigarette. And by the time she came back, the UFO had come and gone. And what did she learn from that experience? Well, she wanted to do it, but she was afraid. And so because she was afraid, she said, oh, I'm going to pace myself. I'm going to separate and take a break. So she didn't say a yes right away. Because she didn't say that yes right away, she did not get to see the UFO. And what she did get to see, though, is we talked about intuition. And we talked about all those times when she listened to her intuition and said yes. And then all those times when she didn't listen to her intuition and said no, because she was a bit bummed out by the fact that she missed the extra special energy of the UFOs. I was excited, though, because she got an aha teaching moment. And the aha teaching moment is something many of you know. I've probably mentioned it. Keep track of your intuition, of what your voice tells you. Because if it tells you, oh, go out and smoke a cigarette, and your heart really wanted to stay, it tells you, and so you missed the grand event. And so the purpose of our intuition and our gut is to remind us of what we want. So DH, yes, I loved your comments on the YouTube channel. And by the way, guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, do us two favors. All your comments go into the algorithm, which is wonderful, and it grows and people get excited. And commenting below after the videos is what then continues the algorithm, and that's how people find us. So the more comments you make, the better. So Christine's comment is that it's pretty good, and she'd love to feel the higher vibration. So when we feel that higher vibration, we can create some of that now. So I'm already in that higher vibration, just so you know. I can't stop tingling from ear to ear. It wasn't just the UFO. It was the fact that it happened at Celine's property in a retreat where she said to me, Joan, I think you're going to be doing it in my property with my girls, my tribe. And all I could think of when she said that was, oh, I'm going to have to send out a class description or an event description and like suddenly take this prophecy and turn it into like an event. And I got very overwhelmed and never thought of it again. Didn't think of it again until after the event last night. After the event Saturday night, and then on Sunday when everyone was talking to me, and I realized, oh my God, it was 12 women. It's on Celine's property. It's 12 women. I didn't even know them before I got there. It was her tribe, and she knew intuitively that I would connect with my 14th dimensional higher frequency self right then and there. All right, so we're going to pull the card for the light workers. So this is what they say. The card I first pulled is called the Sixth Ray of Devotion. So, and this is something that happened too, the energy of gratitude that went through the whole camp, that we felt for the presence of the divine in our lives, for the presence of feeling that ship, that energy, that confirmation. when one gets a confirmation, either through me by right now or that it even happened through me to me, it changes everything. And that's why the Cookie Monster just showed up to hang out with all the angels. So what is the proper attitude of when we feel a shift in our DNA and the light codes? And it's the sixth ray of devotion. This is for everyone. So if you've been trying to connect with your guides or your angels, if you've been connecting with the divine and wanting more power, more consciousness, more connection, then it's time to, the sixth ray of devotion bestows the quality of persistence, unwavering focus, and intensity of feeling. And that's kind of interesting because today we went through a process in my class of your life purpose class. We went through this process of, what are the worst things about you? Like, what do you hate about yourself? What can you not stand about yourself? And even as old as everyone is, when they start, and things you've known about your entire life, just looking at it one more time brings up those feelings of yuckies. Because every time we look at a shadow, we get to have more clarity. So we want persistence, guys. We don't want to give up. We want intensity of feeling. And those feelings were intense of looking at what you still don't like about yourself. And we have to look at those things because those things are little black spots in our consciousness. So what do we do with this? We persist. We do not give up. We focus. We raise our will. We raise our power. And we raise up our energy. And here's the sixth ray of devotion appears. You are being guided and given guidance that if we do not seem to have much worldly power right now, you got to wonder about these cards. If we don't seem to have much power in the world right now, the power of your belief will conquer any obstacles. So guys, what is going on in the world is pretty heinous, if you ask me. I'm not very, aligned with it. I'm not very happy with it, but I have moved myself into a state of objectivity, into my little mountain place. And I've been teaching rapidly all of you how to step away from the drama and step into a place of peace and calm so that we can actually look at what's going on, recognize it for what it is, and then choose that positive timeline and choose our own inner faith, our own inner devotion, and our own knowledge of walking our own path, no matter how heinous or challenging what is going on in the world may be. Now, does that make sense? So that says that the power still remains within us, even though the outside world may think that they can completely control you. The way you respond, the way you feel, the way you hold energy, and no matter what they say, think, or do, you can still contact your divine guides and your extraterrestrial companions. No one can take that away from you but you. So this work we're doing is all about turning on your light, turn up that switch. It's all about healing yourself from the inside out. It's about raising this antenna so it becomes that tower of miracle power. So energy not only comes through, but so that we can connect like a needle to a thread to other towers of miracle powers. And we can become both a receiver of light, a receiver of miracles. Because trust you, that was a miracle for me that I received. That was a miracle for everyone. But we can then also become a projector of light, a projector of energy. But we cannot do it till we have our head on straight, if you know what I mean. We cannot do it until our frequency is a line for the highest good of all concerned. And so it is. And we appreciate everything. We're so glad you're all with us tonight. Especially we have England in the house and Australia in the house. We have Canada in the house. We have Pennsylvania in the house. And we have Joan of Angels in the house. All right. So, and Maddie Light, let us know where you're from. So as this sixth ray of the devotion, it says you are receiving the blessings of this devotion for our soul growth and to develop faith in our principles. Also, because we are being given the gift of being able to recognize how incredible that you are. And I'm here to tell you something. If you are listening to me tonight, if you are part of Joan of Angels tribe, whether you're from Texas, Australia, the moon, the Pleiades, this life, past life, future lives, if you're in my tribe, you came here geared for success. You came here on a timeline that was specifically geared to help humanity and yourself with a mission and purpose, with that clipboard that I always tell you about that has all your skills, your tools, your mission on it. But the truth I want you to know is that no matter how scary it may look, and I've heard it might get scary, no matter how scary it came, number one, you are safe, you are well, remember why you're here, and understand that this too will pass. Just like we as humans have had to go through our dark night of the soul to heal our own hearts, the planet and all of its people are going through their own dark night of the soul. So what will get us through? Raising your tower of miracle power, raising your light frequency, your light codes, holding that energy. I am channeling. Yes, these deeper sounds in my voice are when I channel. The funniest part I will say is that my sister listened the other day and said, Joan, when you repeat those words over and over again, I think you think I'm stupid. And then she said, and you change your voice and it's so weird. And you're treating us like you're stupid, Joan, like we're stupid. And I thought that was really interesting. Whereas Emily says, Joan, when you're changing your words and your tone and your frequency, I can hear that it is not you. Guys, I channeled that whole ET event. I can't tell you that I remember it very much, except from what people are reminding me happened. I do remember Michigan, Madam Michigan, that process, because I was so taken aback that with all the calling, the extraterrestrial protocols, the one they told me to do was the same one I used to call the angelic realms. Okay, I was pleasantly surprised because you see, I'm learning to master that. I do that quite frequently. I do it every week with you guys. I do it in my events most of the time. I do it in my readings a lot. So I have been creating a pillar of light. So let's talk about your pillar of light. Yes, we talk about this cord or this antenna, but even we can stretch it up and we can stretch it out. And when we stretch it out, we fill it with light. It's a light tone. It's a light body. It's a light frequency filled with light. And when you walk, it goes with you. That pillar of light goes with you and around you wherever you go. So that is how we protect our higher frequency and we remain true to the knowledge. Now, when I told one of my friends that, she wanted to know the protocols, and I said, well, the truth is that I didn't use any of those protocols, the Greer protocols. I only used what the guides told me. And we weren't meditating. They weren't calling in angels. They were not, playing sacred music or toning or chanting. So the extraterrestrial ones will also show up if we're just having fun in our life. And so it was really a reassurance for it's like, shift our consciousness. But they're showing up, guys, now to help us through the difficult times that are coming. And the card that I pulled about your 6-dimensional frequency is a reminder that these practices are designed to hold you steady, even if the world goes to H in a handbasket, if you know what I mean. You will go, oh my God, Joan warned me about that. What am I supposed to do? Holy, instead of going into a panic, you go, okay, things are getting crazy, but I've mastered this. And I know I've come here for these times, because Joan tells me this every Monday. I've come here for these times. I have all the skills to manage my little 10 acres of holding the light no matter what is happening. Because just holding that light, become a tower of light, send that light up, will bring peace and calm to everyone around you no matter what. So we're being instructed and guided to bring it up a notch now, because the craziness is going up double time. More craziness in the world, more craziness in the world. Therefore, and since we don't even know the truth of half of what it is, just take care of your 10 acres. And so it is. So I hope that makes sense to you. The power with Joan is connected. I have worked with my guides for many, many years. And almost 2 summers ago, Joan of Arc said, it is time to up your game, Joan. And I don't mean game like a board game. I mean game like, what are we here to do? Game on. What is that? Yeah. Game on. Guys, it is game on. The lower frequencies, the dark, they're full force in their war with us. Just so you know. Every portal they can get through, every time you have a negative thought, there is a dark being ready at that corner, ready for the next one, so that they can start to get inside of your consciousness and rip it apart. They want to just find one thread of lack of, one little doubt, one little fear, one little, oh, I can't do it. And they'll make a tear, a big tear. And then it becomes a bigger tear. You know, I fractured, I had a fracture in my toe, hairline fracture too, in September. One went along the baby toe this way, and the other went this way, this way, okay? Well, all was doing great until I was playing with little ones, got down on my knees, and I bent my feet. Guess what happened? Then I had a stress fracture that went all the way across. It is the same thing with our consciousness. You give the devil an inch, and I don't really talk about the devil, but you give the dark an inch, guys, and it will take a mile, and you won't even know it, because things will start to feel sour before you actually got that it's you who let them in. So this protection is really strong that we need. Now, every time we have an energetic upgrade, we not only upgrade our energy and our power, and our light gets stronger, but we still have to use clarity and discernment so that we don't, there's that one moment when it's your ego where you go, aha, I'm a great psychic. Look at that reading. I'm fantastic. Or look what I did for her. Anytime you go out with that attitude, you can bet that they're finding a little hole in your auric field to infuse it with not such great things. So you are responsible for your aura, guys. You're responsible for your pillar of light. You are responsible for that which we're sending up into the heavens to receive and send, receive and send. Some of us do this 24/7. It gets into our consciousness. We are both a receiver and a sender, a receiver and a sender. But what I want you to get most of all is that when we encode your light, when we encode your DNA with frequencies of higher power, with love, with awakening, with walking your destiny, with healing this planet, and with mastering this next period of time, which will be a little wonky. It's going to be a little wonky, guys, until we stabilize. We're not going to stabilize until we've gone through the wonkiness, all right? And let that be where we leave that, because we don't like to dwell in it. What we dwell in is, okay, now I know Joan says it's going to be wonky. Now I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. If the you-know-what hits the fan, what do? I panic?
No. I remember, oh, these are the times for which I'm called. Ah, yes. What's my instruction? Okay, send roots down the center of the earth. Quick, ground. Send all your fear down the center of the earth. Ground. Next, send your antenna up to the heavens. Yes, open up the door gates. Open up heavenly gates. Get all that celestial energy you can get. And pull yourself out so you're not in your 3D body. You can remain a fifth dimensional being looking down. Trust me, that's exactly where you want to be. Guarantee it. Because then you go, oh, okay. Whew. Gives me a moment. I can get back into my sense of balance. I can bring my shoulders back. I can breathe, and I can feel the presence of my guides and angels at every step I take. They are watching me. They are working with me and guiding me. And so it is. So guys, it's a good time now to start with some healing. And so rub your hands together really fast. Fast. The energy tonight is so strong. I don't know if you can feel it. I'm looking at Tina. She's holding her hands up. So I can tell in the back room, she too is working with this energy. Guys, hold your hands up. I want you to receive this energy. The guides are actually telling me that which came through the other night. And I'm on fire right now. That which came through the other night, that tingling, that extraterrestrial realm, that consciousness of the star beings, our star family, our galactic guides, that consciousness is lighting you up. It is coming through right now, coming through your crown chakra. Open up that crown chakra right now. Open up that antenna and start to imagine right now that there is that light that is over your head. There is that ship over your head. It is your ship. It has wisdom and knowledge directly for you. It has healing for you. It has activation for your DNA. It is right now, wow, it is actually removing imperfections in your DNA and cutting out black spots that are in your DNA that came from other people's curses, lower energies, fear, genetic and ancestral crap that got put there. It is actually being excised, excised, E-X-C-I-S-E-D. I used to love spelling. It is being cut out right now. And then new coding is being put in, replacing that coding. This is the coding of light worker on mission, mission activated, mission will be successful. Successful codes in here, mastery of mission, mastery of destiny, mastery of life purpose, and that which you came here to do will unfold in a way that you have no idea. You will hear it. You will be singing the Hallelujah chorus, and we say yes. And that is our affirmation, our key. So wherever you are on the planet, know that these extraterrestrial star family is now, just like they did for us, they are still sending energy down. Kind of like an angel brigade going around the planet sending celestial energies. Now they are sending galactical frequencies of light, sound, and memory. They are telling me to remind you when you go to bed tonight, ask for their presence. Say, I would like to have memory of receiving the DNA codes. I'd like to have memory of this DNA activation. I'd like to have memory of my contact. So we ask right now, and I can feel it. I actually still feel this tingling over your crowns and coming through, guys, and saying, yes, I accept. Yes, I am. Fifth dimensional star frequency, angelic light codes running through us now, asking for healing wherever you go. We say, let there be light, healing, and love. Let wherever you go, that light emanates so strong from that portal, that crown out here, where you are not just a receptor, but a generator of light. Let that light be so strong that it is now generating that light from the star beings. Cosmic galactic frequencies are spreading the way before you. And so, you know, when a bride gets married and those cute little kids come out and they sprinkle roses, you know, dried roses, so that the bride only walks on the energy of love. You too, guys. Our companions are showering us that we can walk in this energy of love. And that no matter what happens on this 3-dimensional planet of Earth, know that you are being held, you are being honored, you are being cherished, you will be protected, you will be able to carry the frequencies that you came down here. It is encoded in your DNA. It is encoded in your patterns that you will walk this ascension timeline. If you are here and now with me, if you are listening to this in the future, what you came down here to do is part of that gathering of souls that came here to help ascend this planet. And because of that, you are being granted that grace to breathe that in now and say, yes, I accept. Yes, 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 I will walk this path of light. I accept these divine frequencies now. I accept these light codes going through my body now. I accept this DNA healing that has gone through my body. I accept this altered, this high frequency DNA that is turning me into a super being, one who can walk not just in this planet, but above this planet, one who can walk on the earth yet knows who he or she is and knows their destiny and knows that every step we take in this frequency alters the energy forms around us, and it raises the frequency of light. Guys, my job this life is to remind you of who you are. It is to remind you that you came in with the power and the ability to do it. Don't put words and say, oh, I don't know, or what am I, a healer or a doctor or an Indian chief or a Reiki practitioner. It doesn't matter. You are here to hold up those frequencies together with me. Great. What do you see? For me, Christine here, do you see the energy coming forth, going out? This energy is going global, worldwide. We are a container for these divine frequencies, and we come together on Miracle Monday. The intention of Miracle Monday is to spread high frequency, angelic frequencies, miracle frequencies around the planet through you as a divine container, a divine paintbrush, a divine channeler yourself, a divine being who we know can handle this kind of light frequency, and so it is. And so we claim that which you are here to do will be done now, and so it is. So I want to look in the chat what you thought happened tonight. Thank you, Charity. I feel and hear the angels right now. Who else can feel this energy? I'm looking to see who else accepts the power of the divine. The star beings have come down through this energy that was sent the other day to awaken you to the fact that you too are a star being. You too are a star master. We are working to help you remember who you are. And by the way, Rob Yax is here. I think we have another show coming up. We are decoding Tartaria, which I'm convinced was really a very high frequency civilization that lived by the principles that each and every one of you, I know, would like to live in. And so we become a container to hold what we're going and what we want. Do not let the outer world dictate where you're going. You are sovereign. You hold that power. You have that ability. So guys, I am so happy. I couldn't even, to have this UFO show up with all the wisdom that activated me, by the way, to my 31st aspect of my 33 walk-in self. All right. And you are all witness to the energy that comes through every time we align with those higher blessings and those higher beings. So I bid you greetings from Joan of Arc, Joan of Archangel. She's reminding you that you all have that energy with you. Look for the links on our YouTube channels when they come out. So guys, I adore you. You've been present in Miracle Monday. That means you're a miracle maker. You're a miracle master. We are working your miracle muscle. Years ago, I discovered we all have a miracle muscle, but it's not used. We're not trained. You are in advanced miracle muscle training on Miracle Mondays, my friends, with Joan of Angels. So if you like what I do, please subscribe. Please like and share, and I guess push that button which lets you know when I go live, because it's sometimes random, number one. And if you like what I do, please tell your friends and bring them to Miracle Monday so we can energize their energies. Can you imagine if we would double or triple? If you're feeling the vibration now, imagine if we were a tribe. Imagine if there were thousands of us around the world raising those towers of miracle powers. Power of miracle tower. So it is that we are receiving and projecting. We can do this together. We, through the power of what we're doing, can literally not only walk the ascension path together, but assist the planet in going towards that ascension timeline. And so it is. So guys, you can find me at www.joanofangels. If you are new to me, then please, 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 I have a great sign up on the website so you can stay in touch. I don't send out tons of emails, but sometimes I want you to know what I'm up to. Or occasionally I have some advice. Angelly, like they call it motherly, angelly advice. I'm good at making up new words. Okay, so from the Sanctuary of Joan of Angels in the heart of the desert, we love you so much. We are one. We are all working together on our planet. Yes, look for the Tartarian events that we're going to do. Also, Tartaria has a great energy of higher consciousness, and Rob and I are diving deep into that, just like you guys are diving deep into this. All right, so thank you so much for your presence. I love all of your comments. You feed my soul. Does that make sense, guys? You literally feed my soul. All right, Tina, we're going to play you a little video to say goodbye, and then we will see you all next week. See you all next week. Have a lot of miracles this week. Let's do it.